Okay, I noticed that the map portion of the game is not being recorded. I tried a few different modes of recording it, but basically they all fail one way or another. So it's not really I don't want to get stuck fighting and trying to get that portion to work since it's so basically meaningless. What it amounts to is an uninteresting 2D map where there are locations you can choose. So what I'm going to do is basically skip that. I'll record the speech the narrator gives at the when we basically exit the mission and enter the map, and that's it. The next time I'll start recording will be pretty much right at just at the next mission. We have options here and there in the map, but frankly, they're more often than not you have one of two options you can take, and more often there's only one option to take. So it's not a huge part of the game. It's just you have a few options here and there. We'll take the mines of Kelbegen.
The mines beneath Mount Kelbegen form one of the main dwarf settlements in this region. Its principal sources of wealth are weapons-grade steel and the obsidian used for carving sacred objects. It is a very ancient site, known to all races and peoples, from the central kingdoms to the far peoples of the sea, unlike the other cities of the dwarves, which are generally secret places. Since time began, the dwarves have struggled against evil. Safe beneath the mountains, they have accumulated the wisdom, wealth, and power to combat the forces of darkness.
Better save. Bottomless pits, don't really want to drop in them. More orcs and goblins. More traps. Have to keep our eyes open. So many wonderful pieces. Gonna borrow your head again. Enemies here seem to be fairly weak, although it could be that we just haven't encountered them in the series. That's much more likely option. I also like the fact that not every fight has to be a life or death situation, so there are some casual fights. Okay, we save here. Ah, what a shame. One flat orc coming up. It's the weapon. Yeah, the weapon got totally destroyed. Huh, so they can get destroyed, but not in normal combat. This control system was not meant to for places like this. I'm gonna be saving at a fairly rapid pace in situations like this. There's a sword and a broken shield. The sword is not a weapon for us, so no point trying to risk our lives going there. I think that's yeah, better not make a guess. It's a sword, so not for us. Cheese and crust. Ah. Yeah, you're not coming because you know that it will crash. Let's do this. Cut the man's legs off. Well, that's not a leg, but I'll take it. What is that weapon? It looks like a mace. It's a simple mace. Again, I don't think that's our weapon. I think that's a knife weapon. Yeah. Ooh. Competent. Ooh, that's shit. Arrows being shot at us and fighting against an orc. Ooh, good place for level up. Orc sword. I don't think orc sword is anyone's weapon. But I think it's sort of a generic weapon that anyone can use. Cyclone. Yeah, the mere thought that I would be using an orc weapon, laughable. No new special weapons abilities. Better move on, I don't want the archer to shoot me in the back. Death sword, that's a barbarian weapon. What the fuck are you? Some kind of walking ham, apparently. Fairly harmless, more of a... Since they're so short, they're hard to hit with difficulty. A little bit of bread and cheese and we're back in full operational condition. Okay, they're not damaging. Seems to be that there's quite a lot of them though. Metal sucker trap. It's a trap, sort of. I think we're better off fighting here. Fighting against two opponents at the same time is very risky. Thanks for the help, Mr. Goblin. Well, this one isn't too bad. Just a couple of metal shield, that's pretty bad. Poisonous saber, that's pretty bad. Bastards has a strong enough shield to block my attacks. That's the problem. Not anymore. It's pretty bad though. We're not doing good. We need to hit at least 2 special attacks on him before he goes down. Yeah, that didn't go well. But we survived. Poisoned but alive. Okay, special location music. Blue gem. Red. Green. It's simple enough. Get the gems to unlock access. Not much. I need mines of Kelbegen. There's very few save locations, very few. So I have to be careful how we use them. I'm sure nothing bad happened there. Let's try this again. First on the right. Oh, it's you, you son of a bitch. Might as well take the bow if we can take it. Yeah, it dropped down. We can't take it. No, but the battle combat in this game is not done by bows. That's just how the way it is. You can do some trick target shooting here and there, but most of the time bows are not the weapon of choice. Certainly not for a dwarf. No self-respecting dwarf should rely on bows, unless it's a crossbow. here they are. So, why did we come here? Can go here. I'd like a little bit more health though. We're not in a bad place as long as we don't have to fight a serious battle. War ass. So, let me get this straight. Okay, the names are actually wrong. This is a sharp axe, at least according to this. It would be better than the spike club, and it is. We can hit twice before we're in trouble. No special attack. In many ways it's preferable to using the normal axe. Those normal axe is only good at with the special attack at the moment, and even with that, I don't. It's barely more powerful than a normal strike is. What killed you? Ah, glad I asked. Power potion. That's boss fight potion. So 3 gems. That's our goal. Keep our eyes open. Even a single missed path might lead us to basically getting stuck, because we don't realize what we've missed. So, this is the first path on the right. I'm not eating crust. They heal, but the healing is too meat to really bother. Meat on the other hand? That's a solid heal. I think 75 pounds. I think I'm supposed to jump there. Huh. Just what we needed. This might be one of the worst offenders of these jumping portions. War looks a bit different. I think it just looks a bit different. So, what's the problem here? So, 3 against 1. That's and they're all humping. I want them all to be on the same side. This way they can hack at each other too. Fucking. Ah, thank goodness you suck. I'm still dead, so it doesn't really matter. weapon is not good for a situation like that. I need to do something constantly. I probably should have saved since it was an obvious trap. We do need to change the weapon now. This might not be all that much better. Yeah. But at least we can constantly act and move, jump around, and that's much more important. If we can just evade their attacks for a moment, they'll hack each other to pieces. There's no room for 3 guys to do those wide attack arcs. Yeah, I'm saving just so if things go badly, we can start directly where we need to start. Actually, there's another way to probably do this. I don't think they can climb, so we could just take the gym and run away, but seriously, what kind of self-respecting dwarf would do that? I have the wrong axe again. Quite a fast army. Okay. This seems like a terrible weapon. So I'm not hitting at all. And I'm meaning even at spots where I shoot. Is much better. The range on that weapon seems to be non-existent. To get rid of some of our shields. Oh, that's not a shield. There's no drop shield or weapon button in this game. You have to use the throw ability. So throw and press attack button and it gets rid of the weapon. Throw and press the block bar button and it drops the shield. Commage. It's terrible shield. The smart thing would have been to take the gem, go here, and yeah, you're safe. 3 of them are down there, probably going to hack themselves to pieces because they're trying to attack the same spot. I do like that too, since every one of those opponents would have individually been trivially easy to get rid of, but once you have 3 of them, basically the danger becomes that you get staggered by the constant attacks and are unable to really do anything. Sky, that's not our weapon. Yeah. Not sure if Sky is anyone's weapon though. What is that? Sablazo. This looks like a sword where there's a blade on the hand guard as well. I don't want to throw away any weapon, although I severely dislike the war axe. It seems like it has, although it seems similar to any other weapon, the range is shorter. And I was complaining about this earlier, I think, that the real weakness of the dwarf is not the is the range. Now that I am back to this game, it might be that it's not a universal problem. It's a problem with certain weapons. The club definitely was far superior. Let's try the sky. It's a fairly powerful and durable weapon. Wait. Why does it have durability? No other weapon has. Yeah, we're not a sky thieves. Yeah, we're doing absolutely terribly with this. Yeah, how do I get rid of this content? That's more like it. I guess I could heal up. The reason I am not is because I'm waiting if there's other healing items or weaker potions, cheese, meat, something like that. If there's a hard fight that we'll encounter, I'll definitely use a healing potion immediately. We're at 50% health, so we're not doing too badly, as long as there's not some strong orc or a group fight. Also, if we get a level up, we might... I think we will... You know, this is a tough portion for us, because we need 2 level ups before we can get any additional special attacks. So what I think we'll have to do is basically dump the axe as a weapon and rely more on the club. We can't rely on special attacks, but oh, we can rely on that, but it's fairly slow. We don't want to rely on that. Just normal fighting, normal moves. And that should do it. Hear breathing. Let's see, let's give it a try. Spare shield. There should be an orc. Surely there's an orc. There's no orc. We came from there, we've been here, we got the red gem. Can't go there yet. Maybe it's an exit. So there's only one place we can go. We need to get 2 gems from here. Let's get going.